Shri Ganesha Sharada Gurubhyo Namaha Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedasi Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. Welcome to all for this session on Ramayana to chapter 68 of Aranya Kanda. In the previous chapter, we saw Rama finally, though he was consoled by Lakshmana, was still seething with terror, seething with angry. He was holding his bow and his shaft, and he was walking around to find someone to kill. And at that time, he saw a vulture lying in the pool of blood and immediately jumped to the conclusion, saying that it is this vulture, which is actually a demon in the guise, had killed Sita and devoured her. On nearing to that, he realized that it is Jatayu, the father of his friend, who had actually fought against Ravana to save Sita. Unable to save Sita, his wings were cut off. Though he destroyed the chariot, killed the charioteer, make Ravana to fell to the ground, ultimately he himself, Jatayu himself, fell to the ground with his wings cut off. In the presence of the vulture whom the terrible Ravana had struck down, Rama, full of compassion for all, addressed the son of Saumitri in this son of Sumitra in these words. This bird, who sought to defend my interest, has been mortally wounded in the struggle with the Titan, and for my sake now lies dying here. Its vital breaths are barely perceptible. O Lakshmana, its eyes are dim and it is unable to speak. O Jatayu, if it be possible for you, then say what has become of Sita and how you have come to this sorry pass. For what reason has Ravana carried away my dear one? How did that radiant and enchanting face resembling the moon appear at that time? O best of the twice born, what words did Sita utter at that moment? What is the strength, the appearance, and the karma of that Titan? Where does he dwell? O friend, please answer. Beholding Rama lamenting like an orphan, the virtuous Jatayu answered in feeble accents, Sita has been carried away by that Indra of Titans, the king of Titans, Ravana, that evil wretch who resorts to the aid of sorcery and is able to loose the wind and the tempest. Oh, dear child, I am being exhausted. That prowler of the night severed my two wings, and thereafter, taking hold of Sita, fled in a southerly direction. My breathing is labored and my sight dim. O Raghava, I see before me the golden trees with leaves formed of Ushira. The hour in which Ravana bore Sita away was that in which the loser soon recovers that which is lost. According to the astrology, there are certain times when if someone snatches or when if someone loses anything, it will always be regained. Jatayu is mentioning the same because the demon was not knowing that, and in that muhurta, in that particular auspicious time, he snatched Sita from the hut, but Sita will naturally be restored because of the auspiciousness of that time. Vindhya is its name, O Kakusta. Then Ravana was unaware of it. Like a fish that swallows the bait, he will soon perish. Do not therefore despair of recovering Janaki, though you will soon sport with her, having slain Ravana in battle. While the vulture was thus replying to Rama, blood and morsels of flesh flowed from his beak, and on the verge of death, retaining his consciousness, Jatayu added, Ravana is the son of Vishravas and the brother of Vaishravana, Kubera, and thereafter yielded up his life. Speak, speak further, cried Rama, addressing him with joyous palms, but the life breaths withdrawn from that vulture's body were already dissipated. Thereupon the king of the vultures fell on the earth, his legs, body, and head stretched out, and beholding that bird resembling a mountain of vast proportions, that bird of reddened eyes, deprived of life, Rama, staggering under the weight of his misfortune, said to Saumitri in bitter tones, passing many years happily in the forest, the resort of Titans, this bird has at length given up his life. Having lived innumerable years, he now lies here inanimate. None can withstand the course of destiny. Behold, O Lakshmana, this vulture who died in my service, having sought to protect Sita, and who has been slain by Ravana of superior power. He renounced the dominion bequeathed to him by his ancestors and sacrificed his life for my sake. Undoubtedly, the virtuous practice, courage, devotion, and the fulfillment of duty even in the animal does exist even in the animal kingdom. O Saumitri, I did not feel so keen a grief for Sita's objection as for the death of this vulture, who has sacrificed himself for me, O scourger of your enemies. Often, some people make a comment saying that this itself shows that Rama is having a greater love for the vulture rather than Sita. No, it is not exactly like that. Even if you go by spiritual aspects of the Sanatana Dharma, Bhagavan, the God, is always having a lot of love towards his devotees. And here, Vulture is his devotee who is ready, who had given up his life for the sake of the work of Rama. And naturally, Rama is having a greater love for his devotee compared to his love for his own immediate kith and kin like Sita and Lakshmana. I hold this king of birds in the same veneration as I did illustrious and fortunate monarch Dasharatha. O Saumitri, do yourself bring fuel that I may ignite the fire of that king of vulture who died for me, placing the body of that protector of the realm of winged creatures on the funeral pile who has been destroyed by the cruel Titan, I shall cremate it. O King of the vultures, O magnanimous being, cremated and blessed by me, depart and ascend to those regions further than it is not possible to go, and which are the abode of those who habitually offer sacrifice, those heroes who never retreat on the battlefield, and those who distribute land in charity. So here Rama is saying, with my blessings you depart and ascend to those regions. Rama here is playing where he had taken incarnation as a man, and he never used any of his divine qualities, nor even his divine weapons. But there are certain points in Ramayana where he divulges that he is the incarnate of the supreme being, because here again he say, with my blessings you ascend to those regions, because seeing the devotion of vulture he could not able to control himself, so he divulged his incarnation, and then he ordered that he be taken to his own abode of Vaikuntha. With these words, the virtuous Rama placed the king of winged creature on the funeral pyre and, full of grief, ignited the flame as if performing the rite for his own kinsman. Thereafter, the illustrious Rama, accompanied by Saumitri, entered the forest and, killing a few fat rohi deer, threw the flesh on the green grass as an oblation to that bird. Tearing off the flesh of those deer and kneading it into balls, he offered it to the vulture in that pleasant forest land, placing it on fresh grass. Thereafter, in order that Jatayu might soon reach the celestial abode, he recited those sacred formulas uttered by the Brahmins, after which the two princes prepared to the Godavari river to offer water in honor of the kingly bird. Following the traditional rites, those two descendants of Raghu bathed and performed the Udaka ceremony for the king of the vultures, who, having fallen on the field of battle, had executed a glorious and difficult deed, and now, blessed by Rama, had attained to the place prepared for him in the realm of the saints. Thereupon, those two princes, after offering the last rites in honor of that excellent bird, as if to their father, entered the forest, their minds set on the recovery of Sita, like Vishnu and Vasava. Vasava is the Indra, Vishnu and Vasava, the sovereigns of the gods. Thus ended chapter 68 of Aranya Kanda in Ramayana. नमस्ते शारदा देवी काश्मीरपुरवासिनी त्वामहं प्रार्थये नित्यं विद्यादानं च देहि मे. Bye.